in. One team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the winners of 7 straight, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Kent State's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And a part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the side.
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the catch at the 20. Running through contact. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. And the Golden Flashes come to the line in the hurry up. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Buys a little time with his feet. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in the window. Good pass defense.
They'll try to pound him again. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. Got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if we're trying to get a touchdown.
I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he throws that thing just inside the left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Longhorns offense will go to work for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Noel Smith and Jalen Carter. But, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a away from the first down. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? A lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you, but let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love now, Jesse. How do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
And the Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Got enough for the first.
Third and one, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The give to the back. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab. It's Preston. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down.
All right, nice gain on third down there. No, you didn't get the first down. Now it's a thought process, right? Early in the game, do I want to show aggressiveness or am I going to be a little bit passive? Your decision. Go for it or not.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Now, guys, when you think about Kent State, great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Flashes with the 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the
to throw. It's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB in this one. Put some pressure on them. They're already off to a great start.
They booted away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Lowers those pads. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Texas offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Great place to start for this offense. On the move, it's Sticky. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the counter play. He breaks a tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
This offense has to get this guy the ball as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Let's go! Back to throw, it's Manning. Here comes the heat. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up in that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
That's caught. It's Dickey. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. He saw man coverage, and the idea just get it to my receiver as quickly as I can and let him work, David.
See man and see the cushion and see the guy backed up a little bit. Now I know I can get it to him right now and get a positive game.
And the golden flashes. Headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. And this throw is incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Manning. With the catch, it's Wingo. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 42 Spider. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Yeah, that's what my old college coach used to call red snoopy. Little QB sneak. Just get it, tuck your head down, drive those legs, get the first.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
On defense, when they line up with numbers and they line up on your side, you're like, you're ready, it's coming right here. And then all of a sudden they mix in counters and they pull 1 or 2 guys and go back the other direction. That's a really good job by the offense keeping the defense on their heels.
On the run, sticky. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Man, that was was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
To the ground with the back. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. There he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible as he'll make it happen.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Northwestern. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll leave it with him. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Golden Flashes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Finds his tight end.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Longhorns come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And there was nowhere to go just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Holds and fires complete to the right. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Motion from the wideout. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Back to pass, it's Manning. Looking to get it in. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Marches ahead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25.
Sneak gets it done. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And I tell you what, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they moved the ball 43 yards on that drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Rushes on him. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
What about that move to pick up a few extra yards to the 35? Let's talk for a second about Kent State. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who was very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
And the Golden Flashes line up to punt it away. Kick is in the air. So much for the wet ball drill. Couldn't hang on to it and muffed it.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field. And, hey, even cause a turnover, that's just great.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent's territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. Back to throw, it's Manning. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
The Longhorns send out the punt unit. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Wants to fire on second down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The short hands, it's Hunter. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and 10. through the air. It's St. Clair. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the golden flashes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And that looked like that was going to be a big play, running the drag route. The big fella, if he's able to catch that football, man, he's turning up the sideline and getting huge yardage.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Etheridge. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Gets away. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
Well, this is a quarterback who's used to using his athleticism to his advantage and burning defenses, but there was nothing going there. Great job by the defense, taking everything away and forcing a run for a loss as that quarterback was smart to get out of bounds.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense. Great in the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half,
that's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And now on second down for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. And off from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. To the air. It's Manning. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Now, fourth down.
The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Off-play action on first down. Under fire. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on second and long. Off-play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Here comes the Texas offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thing.
Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. They'll try the run. Jukes his way through more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And the punishment has been extended.
What a day. His third rushing touchdown. When you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Notre Dame has the lead currently, but it hasn't come easy for the Golden Domers. They're in a tight one right now. They're up by a field goal over Syracuse. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Hand off from the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Looking downfield at St. Clair. Oh, they're after him. He turns it loose to the left. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of him before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They kick it away on fourth down. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Grab behind the line. It's Dickey. There we go. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
Hardy, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Get set, get set.
They'll move the wide receiver. Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. It's Preston. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll test the right side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Makes the grab. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still on his feet at the 45. He got enough for the first down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Got a man. It's Dickey. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the golden flashes will try to pin them back with the punt. The kick is on its way. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Let's go!
To the air, it's Manning. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Preston.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Now the pitch. Oh, he's got some space. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Great job by the back on the option.
Defenses have to play responsibility football, and you can tell they had the quarterback, but how about the running back? They didn't even play it off the pitch, and he takes full advantage. They constantly put this kind of stress on you with this option, and the defense, they were not where they were supposed to be, and they give up the explosive touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
After your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Let's go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. They're working that left side. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now because of the pass completion. It's 1st and goal.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Texas! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly putting the Buckeye leaves on those helmets just yet. This is a tight one in Columbus. They're up by 7 over Northwestern. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give to the lone running back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
breathing some fresh air. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He'll pull it on the read. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Gives it on the option. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tough sliding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take it in.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Got a man. It's McCutcheon. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Fights off a defender. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Now the play fake. Here's a heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Turning it on! Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Golden Flashes can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Power football with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And the ball will be blown dead at the 35, and that's where they'll put it into play. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column.
Let's go.
2nd down coming up.
Single. Blue tight.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll give it to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Finding open areas. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, that's just bad.
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort this week.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.